Skylar Murray, equity.
My name is Skylar Murray. I am here to share my story on how CRT and politics in school has quickly torn my life apart. But first I would like to give you an opportunity to get to know me. I am the oldest of 7 children. I was severely neglected and abused from birth until the age of 12. I moved to 12 different schools during that time. My siblings and I were watched by strangers in exchange for drugs. Since I was the oldest, the parental role was put on me because my mom and her boyfriend were high or passed out. I was a parent at the age of 3. I never had a childhood of my own and tried to give my siblings what I would never get. I am alive, and if I did not take charge and fight for our lives, I would not be standing in front of you today. At age 5, I lived on Cotton Street in Reading and would have walked alone to my neighbors to ask for milk because we could not afford it. A guy was murdered in the back alley where we played. A few months later, after that, we were homeless, bouncing from home to home, sleeping on people's floors. We were then accepted in a homeless shelter, but couldn't stay because my mom couldn't pass a drug test. I blamed myself. My siblings and I were split up by BCYS. They took us from our mother. I could go on for hours about my childhood and how it was destroyed by the ones who should have taken care of me, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here because school was my savior. I loved school up until last year. I know everyone here knows how intense everything is due to the presidential election, BLM, COVID-19, and many other things that had happened in 2020. 2020 was a hard year for so many people, but I feel as if adults don't really know how impactful it is on children of all ages. Kids should be learning about grammar, spelling, math, science, and whatever other subjects there are. I'm sure I'm missing a lot because Wilson has a great education program. But lately, it's been all about politics and critical race theory. The second day of civics this year, we were divided as a class, more like I was divided from the class. We were doing would you rather discussions, where you had to go to the side of the room which aligned with your beliefs. This is dividing kids and pushing kids out of friend groups. This should not be happening in school. In English class, we were learning about critical race theory when we really should be learning about writing essays, doing book reports, learning about grammar and spelling, and learning from the mistakes so we can become better writers. In one of our English assignments we have already had this year, I was asked the question, what do you think should be the determining factor when it comes to who you consider to be an American and why? I had a really hard time with this response because I know I don't see things the way they wanted me to. I shouldn't be worried about how I might lose friends because of a difference of opinion on a school assignment. I had a teacher argue with me on why I should change my opinion. She was questioning my opinion instead of helping me when I asked for help. Due to a lot of friends being in my civics class and my English class and discussing politics and mask mandates and vaccines at lunch, I have lost friends. I received many texts from people saying that they are no longer my friend because I don't have the same views as them. I'm being socially bullied in school for adult situations and conversations. I do not think politics and critical race theory belong in school. Children are being brought up to love and care for each other as equals. When we get to high school, we're being divided because of subjects and the lessons they are teaching at school. The teachers are pushing their political opinions on children. I also had to do the assignment that was about how the Black community lives in poverty while the white community is thriving. As you can tell from my story and my personal experience, that is not true. I know several other people that have gone through similar things. The things we are learning in school are dividing students by race, political views, and wealth. This needs to stop.